to 601. 601 to 601. We're at 601. It started about 3.5 years ago. Flipping through Facebook one day, I saw a video from a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk who was talking to a room full of women about a random act of kindness that they did back when he was at Wine Library. A guy had ordered a case of wine, and so he found more about this guy, saw that he was a big Jay Cutler fan, and Jay Cutler at the time was the quarterback for the Chicago Bears. So he called his thank you department and said, I want you to go on eBay and find this guy a signed Jay Cutler jersey, send it to him with a nice note. Thanks for your order. Doesn't hear anything back, and then gets a order a few months later from a friend of this guy for a lot of wine. It paid off in the end, and I thought, we're doing this. We're doing this already. We call this the Atlas Adventure. We do these random acts of kindness for our travelers already. And the more I dug into this guy, the more I saw how well he used content production to get his message across. We're a step away from this. We could absolutely do this. And so I started with just a little MacBook and started recording us in what kind of equated to a closet. We had really bad lighting. We looked like hostages. I mean, we could have been holding up newspapers with the date on them, quite honestly. Anyway, it was so basic and raw in the beginning, but we just wanted to tell our story. And over the years, that's evolved. And it has really become the dailies that you see every single day now. Now, why are we talking about that today? Why is it important? I followed now for 3.5 years Gary Vaynerchuk and how he has kind of evolved his content and how it's changed. GaryVee, the daily show that he put out, ended at 600 episodes.
This is actually the last episode of GaryVee. An incredible run of 600 episodes. I'm super proud of it.
We're at 601. One of these days, he's going to see this, and he's going to see how similar from the wall to the little things that we've borrowed from him through the years. This has worked. It worked so well for him, and it's worked so well for us as Atlas, as a company, getting our message out, telling the stories of our recruiters and our travelers, and making it the personal business that we always strived for it to be, but then showing others, you can have this experience too. This is how we operate. We are completely different than anybody else out there, and this is how it looks. When I was looking for our very first video production guys, it ended up being Dolan and Jamie, right? You all know Dolan and Jamie from seeing them in meet and greets, or them being in these videos and part of the Atlas ecosystem, not only just behind the scenes editing or doing the podcasts or whatever. They have really become a part of what we're doing. I talked to David Rock, to D-Rock, the guy that does all of Gary's filming in the beginning. I tweeted to him, he talked to me, and then he shared that job description for me, and then have found two others, Nathan and Ashley, who you've probably seen too, that every day work to put that message out and get that information out there. We've added John Ludwig, who is a master at Facebook and a master at putting those messages in the right order at the right times, optimizing those things so you can see them, increasing our LinkedIn presence and making that even more than what it ever was before. So it's all of those little things came from that very first video that I watched, and then I got sucked in, and I've watched that guy ever since. And I thought, when we get to 601, when we go one more daily than the GaryVee, I wanted to come on and personally say, Gary, thank you. You gave me the courage to step out and just go, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it. And it's going to look silly at first, and people are going to laugh at us, and they're going to say, why are you doing this? But then we get to the point where we produce amazing content, telling the stories of our recruiters and telling the stories of our traveling healthcare professionals all across the country, and the lives that they are living, and how what we're doing here has changed their lives. And that's exactly where I wanted to get. I can't wait for the next 600 dailies to happen. I can't wait to get to 1,200 and then 1,500 and then keep going, and how they change and how they evolve, and just the fun that we have here every single day at Atlas, sharing that out with all of you and showing you, this could be your life too. Shoot us a text, give us a call, and this could be your life as well. So Gary, thanks, buddy. I will never, ever be able to repay you for all of the content you produced, and for the impact that you have made on us.